the floor goes to the distinguished representative of Romania.
Thank you so much, dear Zbigniew. I congratulate you for organizing this event and for all the efforts deployed this year in very difficult circumstances. We are now in the 10th month of Russia's illegal war of aggression against Ukraine. We have largely discussed the situation over the past 2 days at the NATO Foreign Ministerial, which I hosted in Bucharest. It is very good that we will continue our discussions. This war is a frontal assault against our values and principles. Continuous deliberate attacks on civilian infrastructure, including electricity infrastructure, and killings of innocent civilians by the Russian Federation constitute blatant violations of international humanitarian law, amount to war crimes, and must stop immediately. We reiterate our call on Russia to immediately and unconditionally stop this aggression and withdraw all its military forces and equipment from the entire territory of Ukraine within its internationally recognized borders. We also reiterate our call to Belarus to stop enabling the Russian aggression and to abide by its international obligations. As stated on many occasions, Romania strongly condemns all Russia's attempts to undermine the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, be it the illegal so-called referenda and attempted annexation, the attempts to replace democratically elected and legitimate Ukrainian administration, the simplified process for issuing Russian passports to Ukrainian citizens, or the attempts to impose the Russian curricula in schools. We urge Russia to cease all its actions against and at nuclear facilities in Ukraine, release all detained personnel, and allow the competent authorities of Ukraine to regain full control over such facilities. Russia's behavior to exploit energy as a weapon of war is affecting people in Ukraine and in the region. The start of the winter makes the human suffering even more severe. Since February 24, Romania has been at the vanguard of the response to the multidimensional crisis prompted by this aggression. We managed the flow of over 2.9 million Ukrainian refugees who entered Romania, including by providing them shelter, food, medical assistance, access to education and labor markets to all those fleeing the war. We have also ensured delivery of substantial humanitarian assistance from Romania and other countries. Through a humanitarian logistical hub, we have opened only 3 weeks from the beginning of the war. Part of the consequences of Russia's war against Ukraine is the global food crisis. It should be crystal clear that Russia, by instrumentalizing food in this war, bears the entire responsibility for this crisis and its global implications. Romania has implemented measures to facilitate the transit of Ukrainian grain and other agricultural products, and so far over 8.4 million tons transited Romania. And we remain resolute to continue to support stable delivery of Ukrainian agricultural products to global markets. And we have shown our firm determination to make those responsible for all these crimes in Ukraine accountable for their acts. Romania is joining all efforts of the international community in holding those responsible accountable, including within the OSCE, by joining the participating states that invoked the Moscow mechanism. As part of these efforts, Romania has also joined the proceedings initiated by Ukraine before the International Court of Justice. Romania has also filed a declaration of intervention in the case Ukraine versus Russia, the European Court of Human Rights. Romania was also one of the states that referred the situation in Ukraine to the prosecutor of the ICC. And I use this opportunity to assure you that Romania will spare no efforts in continuing to support Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. Mr. Chair, the ongoing war in Ukraine has a major negative impact in the region, especially on the most vulnerable states such as the Republic of Moldova. Confronted with an unprecedented inflow of refugees, an unpredictable security environment, and a deterioration of the already difficult socio-economic situation, including challenges in the energy sector, the Republic of Moldova needs our immediate support. The meetings in Berlin, Bucharest, and Paris of the Moldova Support Platform, which I co-chair together with my colleagues from Germany and France, have proven a solid framework for mobilizing international support. We need to ensure that this support is continuous and focused at the same time on strengthening Moldova's resilience and on facilitating reforms needed for EU integration. We also support our neighbor and friend by covering around 80% of the Republic of Moldova's electricity needs. The trilateral cooperation format, Romania, Republic of Moldova, and Ukraine, which I launched this September in Odessa, together with my counterparts and with the participation of the Ministers of Energy, was one of the means of finding solutions to help them avoid the effects of energy blackmailing attempts. Ladies and gentlemen, Romania, including myself, has been arguing for a long time on the need to keep the so-called protracted conflicts close in our attention and to envisage on possible solutions. As I said before, the Black Sea area has been the region where Russia created and fueled artificial such conflicts, where it first tested its disintegration tactics. These protracted conflicts need to be addressed without delay. Let me reiterate that Romania firmly supports a comprehensive, peaceful and sustainable settlement of the conflict in the Republic of Moldova based on the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic of Moldova within its internationally recognized borders, and without affecting the European integration of the country. I once again emphasize the importance of withdrawing Russian troops and ammunition from the territory of the Republic of Moldova in accordance with international law and the OSCE commitments. I also use this opportunity to reiterate Romania's unwavering support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Georgia. Ambassador Moșanu, Special Representative of the Chairperson in Office for Southern Caucasus, is investing professionalism, energy, and dedication in supporting the Geneva international discussions. We welcome the frank and productive discussions between the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan facilitated by the President of the European Council, Charles Michel, and the reached outcomes. We encourage the parties to continue their diplomatic engagement with the support of the EU in order to find comprehensive solutions to all outstanding issues. And we support, of course, the EU monitoring mission, which was recently launched in Armenia. Romania is participating with 4 experts in that capacity. Mr. Chair, OSCE structures, field missions, and autonomous institutions must be supported, and we express our steadfast support for their mandates and continuous work. Last but not least, please allow me to underscore that Romania fully subscribes to the statement of the European Union. Let me conclude by expressing our deep appreciation for the Polish chairpersonship and for the able way in which it steered the organization during this unprecedented crisis. We wish success to the incoming chairpersonship of the North Macedonia. And let me tell you, dear Zbigniew, I'm so glad that I am celebrating the Romanian National Day in your hometown. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much indeed. And now